everyone. Welcome to this week's Movie Monday. We're really excited to talk to you a little bit about the differences between PittMoss and PeatMoss. I have both of the products here. This is a typical sphagnum PeatMoss, and we have our PittMoss Prime, a little sample baggie here. Now, commonly we get asked, what are the differences between PittMoss and PeatMoss? PeatMoss is actually mined and imported from peatlands and peat bogs that are really important ecosystems, but you will commonly find peat sold on its own or in a common potting mix. PittMoss, as we learned last week, is actually made from recycled cellulosic fibers. Currently we're using newspaper, breaking down newspaper that would end up in your landfill. So really, what are the two differences between this product besides where they come from? Well, a lot of it is their water holding capacity. So today I'm going to be demonstrating how well PittMoss absorbs water as opposed to the PeatMoss product. So I have 2 glasses of water here, and I'm going to just put some peat on top and some pit on top. And let's see how well they absorb the water. All right, so let's look at what we have here. First up, the PeatMoss. As you can see, it's really just resting naturally on top of that water. It's not sinking to the bottom at all. This is because peat is actually naturally hydrophobic. It does not like water, and in fact, for us to get it to absorb water, we have to add wetting agents and surfactants and other things to allow it to retain the water. The thing is, once it retains that water, it's really hard to have it give it back to the plant and the roots. So PeatMoss, not really ideal for water absorption. PittMoss, on the other hand, you can see most of this is actually wet by now. The PittMoss has really turned a dark gray and is starting to sink to the bottom. PittMoss really does love water. It's actually hydrophilic. So it loves to absorb water, but more importantly, it gives that water back to your roots and to your plants when it needs it. And the same thing applies to the nutrients that you add as well. You're going to get a lot less water and nutrient runoff with PittMoss. So we hope you enjoyed our little experiment today, peat versus pit, and we hope you join us next Monday for our next episode. We're going to be talking about the best ways to plant with PittMoss when using pots and containers. All right, thank you so much. We'll catch you next time.